Now to the last topic of our discussion today, which is thinking competitively to be a market leader. In our discussion, we are going to use as a framework or a strategic tool that's developed by Tracy and Versima to guide you to the market leadership. The tool is based on three principles or three assumptions. The first one is that know your market. In order to use that framework, you should know what your customer needs, and you should also know how competitors are likely to react. And in this part, market research is very important to help you to know your customer and know the competition. The second principle in the framework, or the second assumption, is that customers have the final say, which means that customers are going to choose what they want according to these bundles, or according to the criteria that we are going to talk about now. The first criteria is the operational factors, which includes price, cost, delivery, service, and reliability. The other criteria for selection is the superiority factors, product features and design, the style, innovation, and technology in that product. The third criteria is the customer intimacy. Does it satisfy the customer needs? Does this product satisfy my needs as a customer? Are we intimate or responsive to the customer need as a company? The third assumption in that strategic tool is that you should commit to being first in the markets that you serve. According to the tool, the customer classifies the product in the market according to the three bundles that we have discussed before. After classifying these products, he starts to give them, all of them, a score in each one of the three dimensions. Then the customer looks at the dimensions and determines the most important factor for him or her. Maybe the factor is the price or the design. So the customer picks the product that's perfect on the dimension, which is the most important for him, and good enough on the other two dimensions. This means for me as a company that if I want to be the first in my market or to be the market leader, I should focus very well on one of these dimensions to be the best at it and to be good enough on the two other dimensions. This will give many implications in my company. These implications will be in the way you structure the business, in the way you prioritize your resources, in the way we allocate the resources, also in the type of people that we hire in the company. For example, if we are talking about the quality of software products, we should try to hire the people who are very well and talented in computer programming. So to use this tool as a company in the market that you are serving, you should first determine and define what is the operational excellence. What are the product attributes that are related to operational excellence in your market? Then you should also define the other dimension, which is what is the performance superiority in your market? What's the quality required? What are the product attributes that express the superiority of your product in the market? Then define what is customer intimacy in your market, or in other words, what's the level or how much customization is there in your market. After defining each dimension or axis in your market, you have defined it already. Now you should start to determine where is the fair value on each axis of these axes. The fair value is what are the customer expectations on each dimension. And I think it's important here to use market research as a tool to know what are the expectations on each of the three dimensions. So now we have the dimension, and we also know the fair value or the customer expectations on each dimension. It's time to know where is our company or our product on each of these dimensions, and also where is the competitor's product on each of these dimensions or axes. Maybe the competitor product is better than us on that axis, but it's lower than us on another axis, and so on. Now everything is clear. We have the dimensions, we have the location of the fair value, and we also know where are we on each axis and where are the competitors. We have a full image of the framework that enables us to decide now what should we do to beat the competition in the market. What should we do can be divided on both levels, long-term strategy and short-term strategy. For the long-term strategy, you should determine which dimension should you be the best at and what are the other two dimensions that you should be good enough at or giving the fair value to the customer at both of them. But regarding the short-term strategy, you may think that in the short term, you should reach the fair value on one of the dimensions. So the overall strategy is to be the best at, for example, customer intimacy, and to reach in the short term to be good enough in the operational excellence. Now you have determined the overall strategy on both the short term and the long term. So now that strategy should have implications on your company in the type of HR that you select and the research and development efforts and many other departments and sectors of the company, so you can really make that strategy work. So now, according to the strategic tool of Tracy and Ursula, we have developed our market leadership strategy on both the long term and the short term. So the leadership strategy has implications on everything you do in the firm and also in other departments, not only the marketing department. So hopefully you can become the market leader in your industry. Thank you.